Hello friends, so today I'm going to discuss a very important problem, and the title of the problem is Stewart-Tolman effect, and today we are going to talk about the Stewart-Tolman effect. What is exactly Stewart-Tolman effect? Let us discuss the topic. So here it is given that in 1970 T.D. Stewart and so in 1970 who we got as T.D. Stewart and R.C. Tolman. R.C. Tolman discovered that an electric current flows in any coil wound around and attached to a cylinder that rotates actually with constant regular angular acceleration. So similar type of problem is given in Pathfinder, and not exactly the same scenario, but the similar problem is given. So here we see a cylinder, a glass cylinder. This is a glass cylinder on which there are tightly wound coils. Here you can see along the length there are tightly wound coils. So here what is the problem statement? The problem statement is uh, consider a large number of rings of thin metallic wire, each with radius r and resistance capital R. So the resistance is given. The rings have been glued uniform way over in a uniform way over a long evacuated glass cylinder with n rings per unit length of the symmetry axis. The plane of each ring is perpendicular to that axis. So here we see the situation. So here there are so many rings wound on the cylinder, and it's rotating with an angular acceleration alpha along its symmetry axis. Okay, so here if I see the cross sectional view, what we have to find here is the magnetic field B at the center of the cylinder in the terms of the mass and charge of the electron. Okay, so here if we see that how we solve the scenario, um, first we have to consider that there is a we will consider the cross sectional view of the cylinder, cylinder. Okay, and then we say that since it's moving with alpha, all the electrons and the crystal lattice in one ring. Actually I'm seeing one ring, and in a ring we already know that there are crystal lattice and electrons. So centripetal acceleration will be very small, as ring is very thin, because centripetal acceleration depends upon the mass, and the mass of the ring is very low. So we can consider here, I have shown the vector notation of AC is, as you can see, R alpha is much greater than AC. So we'll just consider R alpha and no centripetal acceleration actually. And we can also consider that due to the crystal lattice and tightly bound uh, crystal lattice, we can say that negligible movement of electrons towards the center of rotation. Okay, so here we can say that uh, seeing the small part in a reference frame in which crystal lattice are at fixed, okay, and the electrons experience an inertial force. So here we see that if we see the situation, the electron in the ring was giving an acceleration here r alpha. So a force will act on the electron mr alpha in the backward direction, drift velocity type situation here. Okay, so one times come when the inertial force just balances the lattice brake force, or the force that is opposing the motion of electrons is just balanced by the inertial force of the electron, that is mr alpha. Now here there is a perpendicular velocity due to electrons, and electric field is produced. We already know that electric field will be produced since velocity will be here. So electric field can be written as mr alpha. Now what is this? Q is the force, and we have equated it here. So we already find the value of electric field. So where is electric field? Electric field will be in the direction of r cross alpha. Okay, r cross alpha will be the direction of the electric field. Now here in a single ring of resistance r at rest, we can say the current is this is the, and you can say the minus d phi by dt. Okay, or the EMF minus d phi by dt, and this is equal to the EMF generated. So here you can say that 2 pi r e by r. So here we get the value of current in one ring in the terms of the angular acceleration, radii, and the charge of electron. Here we get the magnetic field B. It is just like a solenoid, mu naught ni, and since n is a number of turns, we just converted into the ring concept. Here you get 2 pi mu naught nmr square alpha by er. Okay, This is the answer of the question, that how much magnetic field will be produced. And here the crystal lattice, if the velocity of the crystal lattice will be greater than uh, if the ring is constantly accelerated in the sense of the rotation or the positive sense, the velocity of the crystal lattice will be much greater than the velocity of electrons, so the net will be due to the crystal lattice. I hope you enjoyed the solution. Thank